I struggle with meetings. I don't know why.
What are you doing currently to get clients? Okay, and what would you recommend for someone who doesn't have the money to like spend on ads to get more clients?
So I'm just doing a high level setup in like Facebook ads. I haven't onboarded somebody for this kind of offer before, so just like, are you familiar with that realm of things?
Who are you and what is it you do in the space?
I don't know what to say, like to convince them that going on Facebook ads is like the best option.
Hey guys, another awesome AMA. So much value in here, especially if you're just starting out your SMMA career. If you missed this one and you still have questions or want to make it to the next one, just check out the details down below.
Hey guys, let's start straight away with as many questions as we can. Chuck it in the chat if you're shy. If not, feel free to unmute, or if you can't, raise your hand and I got you. Sweet. Hussein, go ahead. Can you speak? Or do I need to unmute you? Let's go. I see you there. Yeah, go ahead, Hussein. What's up? Yo, no. Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, man?
All right, yeah, yo. So, where was my question? All right, so when I was doing email outreach, I need to know, is there a limit on how many emails you can send on Google and Gmail before Google kind of flags you as a scammer? Like, is there an hourly limit? Because I think that's what I've heard before.
Yeah, there is. It depends how old your account is. You got to warm your account up. So just make sure that you like warm your account up, and then after you warm it, you should like be able to like increase that limit. I use Lemwarm, so like it'll tell you like how many you can send a day safely, but like it'll start from like, I don't know, 1 to 10, and then eventually you can send like 200 to 700 a day. So have a look at that. That's what I use.
Because the thing is, I don't use I don't have a domain. I'm using a personal account, like just a regular Gmail. So I don't think I can warm you.
Yeah, you can still do that. Just Lemwarm's just a warmer. So what it does is it sends like emails to itself, pretending it's a real person. And then after that, it will like increase your deliverability score, and it'll show you like if it sends it to like spam, if it sends it to like junk. And then after that, you can kind of see how many you can send. And then Google will say like, oh, look, a lot of these are landing into the inbox. This is like a real conversation. So then you're more likely to not get banned.
All right, thanks.
Sweet. Who's next? Sir, go ahead, my man. Unmute yourself.
What's up, bro? How are you?
Good, man. What's up? What do you have for me?
Yeah, I had a meeting today with a potential client, but I struggle with meetings. I don't know why. I don't know. I fuck up. Do you have any like tips or anything?
Do you have an accountability partner? I know we spoke about that in Origins.
Yeah,
so
I do.
For you guys that don't know, I have like a really good circle. I have like people that like I can practice sales calls with, like I can ask for favors. So my tip for that would be just make sure you have someone that you can practice with, and just like pretend that they're a client. Like you can have like a difficult like scale. So one client like is really hard to close. The other client's like pretty like adherent with everything. So make sure that you you do that.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
And
got
I
you.
don't know. I guess my English is not my native language. I just start to struggle to talk English. I don't know why. My words
It's
is
all right. I think one tip that I know is like you can just say like make it very clear. Be like, hey, like English is not like something I'm good at, but it doesn't mean that like I don't know what I'm talking about. If you say it like openly and you tell the client, you say like, hey, like I'm not really good at English. So let me know if you don't understand. They'll be like, okay, cool. Like, but this guy's confident because like if you go overseas, you go somewhere where someone doesn't know how to speak English, and you go to a doctor and you're sick, you're still going to listen to him, or you're going to try to listen to him. So if you frame it as like you're still the expert, it's just hard for you to like express or like try to get the message across. They'll try it like harder to listen. Does that make sense?
awesome. Thank you, man.
Yeah, got you. Yo, Mateo. Let's see what else we got. Let's see if anyone put anything in the chat. Yeah, Mateo, it happens, bro. If you don't, I mean, you just gotta be like very open to it. Keep practicing. I reckon it'll help you English as well. But yeah. What's up, Chase? What's up, Dylan? Do you guys have a question or like what's going well for you? What's not going well for you? Or if you just
I just wanted to see what this is all about.
Yeah, for sure. This is our second one that we've done. pretty much. Like I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'll just tell you how I did it, and if it works for you, it works for you. You know what I mean? But like, feel free to ask as much as you can, because like this is like I said, my time. Because I get like heaps of DMs. So this is like, you know, straight shooter, cookie cut, whatever you need. Like, I'll show you. I can share my screen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I actually do I do the same thing.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nah.
So I was just kind of curious to see you guys run it, because I've well, you know, like Tony Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was partners with him when he did in the detailing space. So I've hopped on calls with their Turo before. So
Oh, that's sick.
I knew like you guys were whatnot. So I was kind of just curious how you guys run these calls. I just kind of wanted to listen in.
Nah, keen for the connect. Yeah, we're still tightening things up, but yeah, it's going well.
Sweet.
Did anyone else have a question? Just keen. See if anyone else has like popped up. Yes, Paul. What's up?
Yo, how's it going, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing good. So I just wanted to ask, what are you doing currently to get clients?
Currently, I am just about to set up some ads. I like had some difficulty the last week with a couple of things. So one, like I kind of burnt out. So I took I didn't take 2 days off, but like I kind of like went to the doctors and stuff like that just to chill out. So I paused my ads. So now I'm just getting them back up. The last couple of days, I've also like been hiring like more people. Like I really want to build a super team, just because like I want to focus on getting more clients, not really looking after the ones I currently have. So yeah, but I'm still getting a couple meetings. I got a big one or two today. And yeah, it's mainly ads for me.
Okay, and what would you recommend for someone who doesn't have the money to like spend on ads to get more clients? Cold calls, email, or DMs?
Honestly, it depends on your niche. Like what I did was like whatever niche you're in, like if you're like dentist, chiropractor, just pretend you're them. Like do as much research as you can. Even like pretend like you're interviewing them and asking them like their main pain points, like how to get a hold of them. And then there you go. Like if you're talking to a dentist, you probably have to get past their reception team. If you're like doing car detailers, like you can probably just cold call because they're always like on their phone trying to get jobs. So really just frame yourself if you were them and how like someone would get a hold of you. Because like I doubt you know, car detailers are on LinkedIn, but like a dentist or something that loves to network and goes to like conventions and stuff like that, they're probably on LinkedIn. So have a look at that. But yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
No problem. No problem. Yo, Chase, what's up?
Yo, what's up, bro?
You good?
Yeah. So I'm onboarding somebody today. I have a call with them later. So I'm just doing a high level setup in like Facebook ads. I haven't onboarded somebody for this kind of offer before. So just like, are you familiar with that realm of things?
Like a high level and stuff? Yeah. I like
Yeah. Okay.
enough.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, like, do I have to do anything extra just in terms of other than like getting added to the ad account and then like getting them set up on Go High Level, or is there like anything else?
Like like there might be stuff that comes up, like if they give you access to like their page, you know, their pixel and all that stuff. Like I use something called Leadsy. I can show you guys. This is like a game changer for me. Can you guys see that? So,
yeah.
So like I use which is like unreal. It's just like a couple clicks. It's not bulletproof or like dummy proof or whatever you guys call it, but you can do like view only or manage. View only is like if you want to give someone an audit, and then you just create a custom link. So like let's say I want someone's access to ad account, pixel, and Instagram account. I just click create request and then I send them this link, and all like this is what they see. They just connect it. That's it. And if they don't have a business account, they don't have an ad account, they just click on this and they follow the prompts. But yeah, they just do that, and then I have full access. And then whatever like holes need to fill, I usually hop on a call and then like I like get them to share their screen. And then after that, I kind of go through like the manual way of like adding them to our business manager or like getting partnership or something like that. Does that kind of answer your question, Chase? I think you're on mute, brother.
I didn't want to, or I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any like major things other than like getting them kind of set up on high level and then added to the business manager?
You just need to like make sure that like they connect their stuff on high level. Like, are you like familiar with that? Like, just getting them to go to integrations and connecting just the little stuff like reporting, like email and stuff like that. It just depends what you're offering them. But if you frame it in a way where it's like, oh, we just need you to get this done now, like you're probably not going to get everything done in like one go. Well, that just hasn't worked for me because there's always been a hiccup. But if you like kind of frame it as like, hey, whatever happens, like, we'll just hop on a call, or like, oh, we still need this done to get you this. Like, we can't send out emails, we can't send out texts until you fill out this, because I'm in Australia. So we need like documents for like, it's called like a regulatory bundle, which is just like to register a phone number. So like when there's hiccups there, we just kind of say like, oh, we can't do reactivation campaign, we can't do this until we have that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Let's see the chat. I mean, if anyone wants to work with Haroon, you can link up. I think accountability partner is like super important, especially like if you're in this space. It's just like it's a long-term plan. So make sure you do that. Let's see. What's up, James? Go ahead.
Hey man, hope you're doing well.
Good, thanks.
Just for a little bit, I don't really know you at all. Just for somebody like myself, who are you and what is it you do in the space?
Yeah, so I do SMMA. I was actually one of the first Origin students, and then so yeah, I've just been doing well the last like 2-3 months. Scaled my way up to 8 to 10K, and right now I'm just like hoping to get to 20K. Still like a normal bloke, just like that, like still in school. Well, I've cut back on my job. Like I used to work like 4 days a week. Now I only work once a week because I work on the agency. But yeah, that's just my story, and here I'm just trying to help you guys, or just share what I can for those that like need help. Yeah.
What niche are you in?
My niche, I started off in the healthcare niche. So like one of our biggest clients is a like surgeon, and then I'm like building a super team, so then I could offer more than one service. So then I went to like that content creation route, still within healthcare, like couple like dietitians and stuff like that. And that was like my major problem. It was like I didn't niche down. It was just working for me. But then I think that's kind of where I burnt out, was because like I was just thinking too many different things. Whereas if you have one niche, you can kind of just, all the problems. It's not as cookie cutter as it is, but it does like cut out a lot of stress. So right now I'm kind of like sitting down with my team and kind of like going all in one niche. I believe it'll probably be mortgage brokers, but because like things have been going so well, I've been getting a lot of referrals with word of mouth. Like today I have like an event planner. I also have a fitness trainer that wants to work with me. So it just depends. If it makes sense for money, like I'm not going to say no.
Sure. Thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure. Any other questions, my friends? Let's go. Or if you got me to share something, I got you.
Kenny.
What's up, Mateo?
Everything good?
Yeah, good, man. Appreciate your message.
Yeah, I was on a call today with I don't remember the name, but he said he didn't want to invest on Facebook ads because he already was with an agency and they deleted his account, so he has had like a bad experience. I tried to convince him that, well, that's not my goal here. Like I really want to help him, but he said that he wanted to go to YouTube, like creating content creation for his because he's a realtor, so basically content creation for his company. And I explained to him, like, just to make clear, I think the best option for you, and not being pushy, but I think with your investment, which is not that much, will be best Facebook ads, But at that point, I don't have that experience or that many clients, so I don't know what to say, like, to convince them that going on Facebook ads is like the best option. But what you say that?
Yeah. So there's like two ways you can kind of go about this. Like if you're just trying to get experience in client, you can just say like, cool, let's do it. But like be very honest and upfront and say, look, like it'll be like we don't have much experience in this space, but we'll like walk you through everything. We'll offer this, and this. Because like my favorite saying is run without shoes until your feet hurt. Cool. But if you want to stick to Facebook and you want to stick to what you do, you're the specialist. Like they come to you. So you're like, look, I know your ad account's been banned. Kind of dive in a little bit deeper. Like why? Like if they're doing some shady stuff, then probably stay away from that. But if it's like something that like is with their old agency, be like, cool, that's fine. We'll work with you. Like we won't get you to pay anything and sign anything until we get access. So then we can know for sure that we can actually help you. Say that like I only work in Facebook because like that's the realm, or like that's the space that I know, because you don't go to a dentist and ask for something specific. They look at you and they say like, this is what I think, and this is how I can help you. So if you frame it like that, Mateo, you say, hey, like, I know this is what you want more reach, you want more this, that, cool, we can try YouTube because I've heard that it's good. But I haven't like worked with any real estate agents that have done that. But then it's like, oh, but then if you want to do 2-in-1, or if you want to do what I've done with other clients or what I have planned out, that's where you kind of go like, I only know Facebook. And so this is what I'm going to do. You could probably dive a little bit deeper in the like the old agency and say like, oh, okay, like, why didn't you like them? What like did you wish was better? And then you can just offer those things. Like if they're like, oh, they only spoke to me, like this actually happened to me. So one of my fitness clients, he said that people would reply to him like once every like 4 days. And I said, oh, okay, like we have like a 1 business day policy, so like we reply to you within 1 business day, but I'm generally better. And then we just went from there. He's like, oh, awesome. Like that was the main thing. And then that's how I sold him, because that was his major pain point.
Perfect. Yeah, I totally get it. So if I'm just starting out, I probably may go with the offer that, well, not the offer, but they say like, I don't know, anything about Facebook ads, you know, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah,
perfect.
Whatever you're comfortable with. Like, look, if you don't believe in like YouTube, whatever, then stay away. But if you're honest and say like, look, because we've never done this before, let's do a free trial. We'll do everything for free. You just cover your ads, and we'll see where we go. And then just run the YouTube ads. It's not your money. It costs you nothing but time. But right now it sounds like you have time. So just see if he's happy with that. And if he's like, oh, like I want to try someone that's like, you know, experienced, then you can't do anything unless you want to do a media buyer. You can leverage their experience, but then you'll have to pay them. So there's pros and cons to everything.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Kenny.
All good. Kenny Turo said in his recent video that you should start off with free trials. How would you sell free trials to prospects? So yeah, it just depends. If you're starting off, and I really believe it's in like your confidence. So if you hop on a call and someone's like, how much? And you're like, 800. It really comes across as like you don't believe in it. So like free trials is how you get your confidence. When you start giving free trials away, you'll be like, hey, like, oh, but I've done this before. Like, I know it works. Like, and it's, I've spent, 10 hours. This is worth how much of my time, or like I've got expenses. So you know how to charge. With free trials, there's like a misconception. I think Turo kind of says like paid trials is when they like pay for the ads. Free trials is when you actually pay for the ads. So just make sure you like know which one you're doing, because paid trials is probably the best way to go. Like they pay for their ads, you just do everything. And then you can frame as like, look, I'll do this work for free, but I need you to, give me a testimonial, or like I need you to say something, or, let me share your results with other people. Yeah. What's up, Chase?
Yeah, so I'm testing a new offer in a not necessarily like different market, because it's my first time, going at this. But I'm trying to get my head around it. So I haven't like validated the offer yet, or like if this market is like good or not. So I'm trying to, what do you think is like, I'm not sure if you'd be able to answer this or not, so it's all right if not, but like, what do you think is a reasonable ticket price to where it makes sense to like pay like for marketing? Because I know like, nail salons and whatnot, they're just too low ticket, but what do you think is like fair enough low ticket? My camera died. That's awesome. But
like, it depends. Like, what are your overheads at the moment, Chase? Like, what are you, like, are you like in school? Like, do you have time? Like, what's
I'm dropped out, but I work like 8 hours a day from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. But other than that, I'm completely free.
Okay, cool. And then in terms of like how much time do you think it'll cost you, or like take you to like fulfill the service?
Per
month.
Per month. I want to say probably only about an hour a day once I get set up.
Okay, so like about 30 hours, yeah. So like if you break it down and then you do like how much you're getting paid at your old job, or like your current job per hour, that's how I kind of price it. I'm like, for it to be worth my time.
No, sorry, I must have asked weird, but like in terms of like actually helping a market, how much do you think they need to be making like per ticket, or like per thing they sell, for it to make sense for them to like pay you in terms of like,
okay. Because in the discovery call, I kind of asked them like, how much are you currently making, and like where do you want to be? Or like if when I was working with like orthodontists, I was kind of saying like, all right, how many patients do you get per month now, and how many can you take? And then I can kind of see their growth. And then I just kind of ask them indirect questions. So like, oh, like typically on average, how much does a client pay you? And then you can kind of do the math. So you're like saying like, oh, okay, like if you're getting like 20 and they're giving you 1,000 each, like you're making 20K a month. Do you think it's fair that you pay me 1,000 to help you get to where you want to be, which is like 50K? And then they're like, oh, you know what I mean? Then they're like, okay, cool. Like, let's do a paid trial. Instead of you giving me the money, why don't we spend that money on ads and you just cover the setup fee? So I'm like, I'll just take 500. And then you'll spend 1,500 on ads. It's only 2K. And then I'll give them like the guarantee, or I'll give them the risk reversal. And then they can kind of see, like, sometimes, like, think about it, like business owners that work with you, like they're probably not smart. Like they're coming to you for a reason, because like there's something wrong with their business, right? So you have to frame it or show them like either like long-term value, your guarantee, which is your risk reversal, like, oh, like what's the worst case scenario for them? And then how much it's going to cost you and how much is it going to cost them. You can always frame it as like, I need to pay my team. It takes me 40 hours. So like if you're paying me like $400, like it's not really worth my time, but you can use that as a strength. You're saying like, cool, like we can do 400, or like I can price it at 400, but you need to do something for me. Like we're only going to do this for like 14 days. And then like, once you're happy, we're going to hop on 1,400 retainer, or, you know, you got to do a testimonial for me. Like just like frame it that you're doing them a favor, because they're coming to you for like your advice. Even if it's like a 1 hour call, you can say like, cool, like we'll actually give everything for you for free. We'll give you the whole blueprint. But like realistically, they're going to be like, oh, I don't have the time. You're like, cool, like we can do everything for you, but like our time costs money. And like we have, like, out of respect for other clients, like we can't charge them like $800 and not you $800.
Yeah. Okay. And then another quick question. I don't want to like hold up too much of your time. Do you think, so the market I'm testing right now is like carpet cleaners. It's the like client I just signed on and gonna onboard. That's like the market I'm testing. Their ticket price is like anywhere between like 120 and like 350. Do you think that's like too low for them for like each sale? Because I think it is enough, because I could get them higher volume, but I'm not sure.
Like, honestly, like you never know. Like just give them, like I said, if you're not sure, like give them like a window. And it also depends on ad spend. Like I don't work with anyone that doesn't spend any, like that spends less than, I don't know, like maybe 500 or 800, just so that I have wiggle room to give them results. And then if I don't, like I just signed on one buyer's agent about 2 weeks ago. I was very upfront. I'm like, hey, like I've got all these clients, but there's like almost no point in me like running your ads if you just want to spend like $200. So like if their ticket is like you got to ask for their margins as well. Like another discovery question I ask is like, what's your monthly cost? Because like if they're making 20K but they're spending 15K, I doubt they're going to give you like 1K, because they're only profiting 5. So if you look at that, like if you're saying that carpet cleaners, like it's about 250, ask them how much of that they make. Because if they make like 200 of that, then it's fair that like in a month you can ask commission for every single sale that you get them.
Okay.
I also think that it's like, it might be a good niche, because like I don't know many people. I know a lot of people in the SMA space. I don't know many people that are doing it. So because it's not competitive, you might get really cheap leads. So who knows?
Yeah. I've like our starting ad spend is 500, and then they're cool with like spending more if we're going up with it. So, or like going up with the results. So I think I have enough wiggle room at least.
I actually got bad results for one client and they were still happy. So I think like if you over communicate and say like, look, remember like ads and everything, give them a loom saying, hey, like this is your cost per click. This is what, like, it's not ideal, but it's just a harsh reality. Or frame it as in like today and age, like you're just buying attention, right? So like if you're putting like this stuff in front of people that just don't like your business or don't like what you're about, then like you can't really blame them, or you can't really blame yourself to an extent. Sometimes it's just the offer or the business. So you give them like suggestions like, hey, how about we give them like a 2-for-1, or we give them like a first client offer or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks for the help.
I got you. Haroon said, what do you think a reasonable price to offer to run Facebook ads? Yeah, honestly, like as much as you want. Like I have a client that I charge 5.1 for everything. And that's because I can confidently say that like I have a super team. My media buyer, he spent $10 million and he's done it for 7 years. So I have the utmost faith in him. So I can just say that much. Like honestly, like this is one of the things where like I'm actually dealing with it now. I have like a re-sign meeting right after this. The client's actually paying me only $450, and I don't think it's worth my time. So I'm gonna try and get it up because it's like more headache. It takes away focus for me. So yeah, it honestly, it's just your situation. If you are living at home with your mom and dad, you don't have to pay any bills, and you don't have a job, then you have time. So you can literally say like $100 and you'll be happy because you don't have to pay for anything. You've got all the time to deliver. But if you're like, you know, I got a job, you got to run here and there, and you've only got like 4 hours spare time, like you're probably going to value it a lot more. So just keep that in mind. Brian, what's good?
Hey, Kenny. So I had a question about Facebook ads. If I'm trying to learn them, how do you recommend I learn them? And how long do you think I should like try to learn them before I attempt doing Facebook ads?
So I think I said this last week. There's like 6 things that I'm really like, because I play ball. So like I know that, you know, if you can't play defense and if you're really good like shooter, if you're really good, you're a smart player or something like that. But like in the SMMA, either like you've got capital, so you've got money, you've got time, you've got like a good like mentality, and a few other things that honestly I can't remember. But pretty much if you've got money, I would say run your own ads for yourself to learn. That way, like one, you can get more clients by like inbound is always better, and you have the experience there. If you don't have the money, like there's so much free value on like courses like on YouTube. Like I watched a 6-hour course and I felt like that was like more than enough for me. And then I also ran my own ads. The other thing you can do is you can leverage a media buyer. So like I offered a free trial to a client, a paid trial. And then I just used that money to pay the media buyer. And then I just like absolutely like asked a million questions with the media buyer, hopped on calls, and just got free training from like 10 years of experience. So like that's a couple things that you could do. What worked for me was like I have the confidence in the calls from the media buyer, and then like I also can call the media buyer. We can hop on a call and he can break it down. Or what we have been doing, just for my like sake, because like 1 week my media buyer got sick, and I was like, fuck, how do I do this? So now like he would just send me a message and be like, oh, this is a good exercise for you, go do it. So like out of a week, maybe like 1 hour, I would have like some sort of training. That way, like it's my business. Like if he was to leave, it wouldn't crumble. But to a point, like I know what I'm doing.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. If you need anything, like I said, just send like screenshots or like you share your screen. I can show you what I think. But yeah, there's so much free value out there. And then like even what Hormozy said, you can buy experience. Like, you know, instead of you like doing 10 years of stuff, you can just pay someone to teach you like, you know, 1 hour a week, even if it's like $50 an hour. Like he'll show you a lot of shortcuts. He'll give you exercises. You have to just make sure that like you do your research and you know that like it's worth your time and money.
Where do you recommend I find those people?
I actually went to in Australia, like I have pretty good connects. Like that's probably one thing. Like networking was one of the 6 that I said. Like that's probably one of my strengths. So I actually like network my way. So he actually works at a really big firm that does digital marketing. So that's where he spent like $10 million. It's not his own money. It's like all the clients he's had. He's probably had like, I don't know, like 300-400 clients. So I just kind of bought him a coffee and we just kind of chat. And I was like, look, this is what I'm doing. I'll either pay you time to teach me. And he's like, oh, why don't you pay me to do it? Or like, I'll take commission because I've known you for a long time, or like, I like you. And then it just kind of went up from there. And then when I started signing on clients, he's making extra bank. I said, you can do it from anywhere around the world. And to this day, like even if like when he doesn't work, I pay him like a kind of like a management fee. So it means like if I bring on someone that doesn't know what they're doing, or like someone that's brand new, he checks their work. So then the quality is still there. So he goes like, bam, someone does it, he checks it, and then I check it, or he can just do it and then I check it after. So it's just a system that you kind of have to build. But if you go on Upwork and all that, just make sure that like they're committed to you, or like they have the company's best interest at heart. But yeah, there's like so much free stuff on the internet.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Haroon, is it good to offer just one service or more than one at SMA? Are you saying like an offer? Because like I've been doing this thing, which is pretty crazy. When you run ads, I have 2 offers. It's called like the AB system, or AB offer. What you do is the first offer is like shit, like so bad. And then your second offer is what you want them to do. So then the first offer is like, oh, we work for free until we get your results. Absolutely free. You pay nothing. And then you advertise that. And then when they hop on the call, like you do your whole spiel, and then you say, okay, cool. Like, so it's going to be free. And then we're only going to get you 20 leads. And then you give us $5,000. And they'll be like, whoa, just for leads? and you're like, oh well, we actually have another offer, but it's a 1,000 upfront, and then like we work for free until we get you 20 appointments, and then they're like, oh, that's better. So like it kind of makes the second one a little bit like it just stands out more. It's just a no-brainer. And they're like, all right, cool. And then they'd probably go for the second one, or you handle the objections there. So like that's the way I'm going at the moment with all my calls is I give them a really shit offer so I can advertise that I work for free. And then the second one is actually the one I want. And if they go for the first one, cool. You do 20 leads and they give you $5,000 or something ridiculous, 3,000. So yeah, it just depends. You can do more than one offer. It depends like how you strategize that. Let's see. What is your origin story? How'd you start? Cool. So me and my close mate, we've always just been entrepreneurs. He actually started ecom a while ago, and he kind of showed me like Iman's course, and so that's where I kind of like started. But I was like so busy with everything, so I barely even started. Then I saw Origins because I mean, once you start this, you just go everywhere on YouTube. And then yeah, it's like $50, 2 meals a week. Like I could afford that, so kind of did that. Loved the value, kind of went 2 feet in, and then I did mentorship, and it just kind of took off from there. But yeah, I think Origins and just being around people that like want to build the same thing was good for me. But yeah, I would do everything. I would like at work, at school, I would like send DMs, do as much as I can. Ensa, my boy.
Yeah. I heard like prices like $500 to $800 for ad spend, but is $10 to $15 enough for a day?
And
Because I heard that in the beginning.
it, like I said, depends on your niche. Like if you're in like, I know real estate, you can get cheap leads, and it also depends on like your quality. Like if you just do like a lead form, you can get like a lot of cheap ones, but like you can make up for it by like calling them straight away. If you have like, you know, an appointment setter, like that will help. Or if you do it yourself, or if the client would like to, that's fine. But yeah, you can frame it. I think $20 a day is good, like, which is like around $600. But I wouldn't work with anyone like lower than that unless like you've set like expectations really clear, saying like, look, with this budget, like we probably can't test much. We can't test like, you know, 10 creatives or whatever. So just be aware that like, you know, it may not stick, but like we're here to work with you like along the way. Because it's kind of stupid if they only want to spend $500 on themselves and they want to spend $1,000 on you.
Yeah. And I'm doing right now Instagram outreach for a while. I started doing 2 accounts and then 15 DMs an hour, and then aim for like 100 DMs a day. But I want to start like a second outreach method. What do you suggest?
Like I said, it just depends like where they hang out, you know what I mean? Like if whatever niche you're in, you said you're in skincare, yeah? So like maybe
Yeah,
like,
and I'm in
maybe
laser
Facebook.
hair removal.
Yeah, I think Facebook is pretty good for them, I've heard. But you have to be different. I think someone on a mentorship call like a couple of weeks ago, what they did was like they'd call reception and they'd say like, I'm friends with the owner's wife or the owner's something or the owner's partner. Can I, you know, leave a message or can I get a phone number? And then later, like they just made the connector, like, oh, like John, they're like, you don't remember me? Like, oh, like I saw you like 2 years ago or something like that. And that's how they get in. So you just have to be different. But yeah, just try a bunch of different things. Like I think Facebook's really well if you have the connects. LinkedIn, depending on your niche. But cold calling is probably like the most direct. I meet some people face to face because like my network is pretty decent. Or yeah, ads are pretty good if you got the money.
Awesome, thank you.
Got you, bro. Connor, what's good?
Hey, I'm pretty good. How about you?
Good, man. What's
Awesome.
up?
So, yeah, I just have a quick question. Like, when you're running Facebook ads, what's your like testing method within like 48 hours? Because I know that's when the ads start to really consolidate. So
Yeah.
like
There's 2 things that I do. I spoke about this yesterday. Like I said, I always confer with my media buyer because I'm still like not a pro. But what I do is if I've got time, I would do like in the ad set, I would split test those. So I would split test either broad and like interest targeting, or if they have like a lookalike, I do that. In regards to how many creatives per ad set, it would depend on their budget. So if they have like one client I'm working with right now spending $25K a month. So like we do a lot of creatives, we do a lot of testing, we do a lot of ad sets. But like one client that I have that's only doing 500 a month, what we do is we have 1 ad set and we have 3 creatives, and we kind of let Facebook do it because it's not really worth our time. If you have time, you can like manually do the budgeting in like the ad sets, but that just means like if you like leave it for a couple of days and you forget, you're probably likely to burn some money because Facebook's not automatically doing it for you. You're like manually seeing like what works and what doesn't, which is better, but it just takes more time because the main thing why I think like that's a little bit better is like, let's say you have 2 ads, right? And it's like this, Facebook will optimize which one that does better, but straight away, let's say one does better straight away, it's just going to go like this. Like it won't even give this one a chance. So if you do it in like the ad set, you like give them an equal chance, and then you can kind of look at the metric and say like, oh, this one's doing better, so let's just crank this one down a little bit and like put this one up. Whereas like this one might start off really well, and then Facebook's going to put a lot of money into it, and then this one can be like a really good ad, but it just never got the chance, and you won't really know if that.
Yeah. That makes complete total sense. So like I have a client right now for $1,500 a month on ad spend. Like what would you say is because I've never done lookalike targeted or lookalike audience, and I have his clientele of 700 clients he's done. So I'm thinking about like running a lookalike on that.
Yeah, you can try. Like I said, you just have to be upfront and say like, never promise anything unless it's like you have like a risk reversal or safety, like safety net, like time. So just make sure that like you're upfront with them, because I heard that like I haven't done lookalike just yet, but like from my media buyer, he's kind of said like they used to be really, really good. Now it's like kind of hit or miss. Same with broad versus interest targeting. It just depends like what niche you're in. But if they've got that budget, like definitely test it and just say like, look, you've got the budget too. Let's just run it for a week, and let's see if the ads fatigue or like if we can pick something up. Because like it's kind of like a testing game. Just make sure you're not like, when you make one mistake, you don't do it again. That's kind of the way you go. Like if you work with like someone that's worked for the agency before, I always ask if we can have a look at their like recent campaigns and stuff like that, just to see like what didn't work, so then we don't do the same thing.
No, yeah, that makes I got it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Got you, bro. If you need anything, just DM me.
For sure.
Anything else? Oh, Orion said, when did you start? Well, I started like seriously probably like 3 months ago, which is crazy. But like I was like in and out. Like I was sending like maybe 50 DMs like every 2 weeks. So it was pretty bad. But then like once I stuck in, like I was doing 100 touch points a day for like, I don't know, 30 days straight. And then I started stressing about service delivery. So then I stopped outreach and I started doing like, just focusing on the delivery. I hired VAs to do like outreach for me. I did ads. I pretty much did everything. I also like reached out to all the, like Turo's helped me heaps. Like he's like connected me with like so many people. So just asking them like what works for them, what doesn't work for them is like a game changer. So yeah, just ask me what you need. Haroon said, I mean SEO, ads, and email marketing. Yeah. So that's why I said, like, if you can do those things, or if you have a team, like my guy, he can do both Google and Facebook. So I just offer those things because I have faith in him. But if one works really, really well for your niche, then just stick to that. Just say like, hey, like we can do all these things if you want, but like this is what's worked before. So we think it'll work for you. But if you have like a team, you can also do other stuff. Like I have like editors and graphics designers now. So then I just say like, oh, we have in-house editors and designers. So like we do all the creatives for you. Plus, like if you wanted like social media stuff, we could probably work it out. Like it just depends. Like when you do this discovery call, what their main pain points are. If it's like branding, if it's like views and awareness, then you're probably going to go down that content route. If it's like, oh, like leads and conversions and stuff, then it's probably like the ads route. Or if they just want, like if they just got money, they're like, I just want to pay you to do everything. Then if you could do it, cool. Yeah. Carpet cleaners with Google ads. Yeah. I don't know for sure. I know that Google ads, like it depends. Like you probably need like a decent budget. It's not like Facebook, but the quality for Google is a lot better. I'm also offering SEO, but I honestly have no idea about SEO. Like I've just paid some guy and he's doing it. Just because you can't really do much reporting. It's a lot of back end stuff that we're offering there. Any other questions, my guys? I can share my screen. Any like personal questions, I got you as well. Yeah, even my experiences or like what I plan to do.
Oh yeah, I got a quick question if you don't mind.
Yeah, what's up?
I just hopped in like maybe a couple 20 minutes ago. I didn't really catch like what's your niche?
Oh, my niche? Yeah, so I started off in the healthcare niche, which is like still my biggest client, but like my main problem was I didn't have a niche. So that's why like I kind of burnt out. And so now I'm kind of focused on kind of resetting and then going all in on one niche. So I probably will go with mortgage brokers. But in saying that, I do have I have just signed on a client yesterday, which is an event planner. Today is just a meeting for like a handshake or like just to sign the contract. I also have a pet company that like I do like every 45 days they pay me like 700 to 1500 just for like some creatives. So like if it pays well and it makes sense, I just say yes. So that's probably not the best advice, but yeah, I didn't have a niche. I started off with like all my clients. I had like one surgeon, 3 orthodontists, 2 chiropractors, like a dietitian, 3 fitness trainers. So I'm all over the place. I also have like that pet company, and stuff like that, which is like why like it was so hard for me. Like I have to like create a new snapshot every single time. It's not copy and paste. The ads. Yeah, but it's fine. Like I'm happy I did that. So now I kind of know. I just know that to scale, like from if I want to get to 20 to 50K, like you probably have to niche down a little bit.
Awesome.
Yeah. Chase, what's good, man?
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I did. I did 4 years. I hooped. So that's why I was there. And then now I'm back here. Are you in the States?
Yeah.
Where you at?
Utah.
Oh, okay, for sure. I did 2 years in Maine, and then I did 2 years in Illinois. So, but like we traveled a lot, so like I saw a lot. But yeah, gotta hop with value. Yes, sir, Connor. Thoughts on school? If you go to school, it probably means you either know what you want to do or you're not sure what you want to do. So it depends. Like I said, I'm still in school, but I'm only in school because one, like, just like I think for me, like it's like stability. Like I've only done this for 3 months, so who knows? You know what I mean? But I still work hard. Like I've got big goals for myself. And the other thing is like I'm actually like in my last year, so it's kind of stupid for me to quit. Like I'll have a doctorate degree in PT, so it's kind of stupid. I might as well just pay people to do what they're gonna do and just like hustle it out. But yeah, if I was to do it all over again and I knew I was doing SMMA, probably not, to be honest. I wouldn't go to school for business. I wouldn't go to school for like communications or anything like that. But if you wanted to be like a lawyer, a doctor, or anything in healthcare, like you have to. I'm sorry. Yeah, going to school for business is wild. Like honestly, like what can you do with a business degree? Like I don't think I know many jobs that say like, oh, that's a prerequisite. You need to do it. It might help you with networking and stuff, like, which is why I'm so confident that like even if I dropped out of school now, I'll be sweet, because like I know so many people that like it's who you know in this world. You know what I mean? Like if you I hire like people that I trust, and like a lot of the trust comes from like relationships. Maybe not to an extent where like we're like really close friends, because like that might get in the way with things. But like if I've known you and I've seen you and I've heard from like a really good friend that like you're hardworking and stuff, that's probably where you're gonna get hired. And then like the piece of paper is like depends where you are. It's just like inevitability. But yeah. Any other questions, my guys or girls, if you're in here? Yeah, Orion, what's up?
So basically, my niche is like other niches. I open book appointments. So what would you say like the best outreach methods for the agencies are?
Agencies?
Yeah.
I mean, like probably Discord, like go into all the communities, like even like I mean Origins, just say like if you can actually help them, just reach out to them and say like, cool, this is what I do. This is the service I offer, this is my guarantee or whatnot, and see if you can get them there. Like what I said was like you got to know where they hang out, right? So on like this call, like think about how many people that are agencies owners that hang out, or like people that are just starting. So have a look there. Like I'm sure there's other places as well, like on YouTube. People always looking at like, you know, my videos, Turo's videos and Joel Kaplan's videos. They're probably agency owners, so you can reach out to them there. Just think outside the box. Does that kind of answer your questions, Orion?
Yeah. Also have another question.
Yeah.
You're still in school, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, dreadful tasks. Like, do you outsource any of your schoolwork since you have like the money to do it?
I can't say. I'm recorded. No, I don't. I actually, what I do, which is pretty good now, is I just kind of do what I can. So I just kind of shoot for that passing mark, because I know that like I don't really want to do it. Like I want it to have as my baseline. So like it means like I'll never be homeless. I mean, I'll always be able to afford a house. I'll be able to look after a family if like everything fucks up. If I was like sick or something like that, that's why I do it. In terms of like schoolwork, I work smart, not hard, with that, just because it's not as important to me. And what I mean by that is like, let's say it takes me 2 hours to finish this assignment. I won't spend that extra like 45 to an hour to get like a better mark. I'll just, if I know I passed, it's like all good, then I'll just send it, I'll submit it, or I'll give it away. Like that extra hour is like time I could be making money, time I could be spending with my family or doing something that makes me happy. Like I'm not gonna like, no one's gonna care what you got in your chemistry class like 5 years later. So, but they do care about that piece of paper. So if you get like a passing mark, cool, happy days. Also, just to add to that, in my like field, there's so many people that are like super smart. They'll get like 90s like on everything, but they're really bad with people. And so like with my field, like you need to be able to talk to people. So that's where I kind of like work on that. Yeah, without a plan, but the stress is good. Like as long as you like don't just sit in your room and do nothing, and you kind of say like, okay, cool. Like what's the end goal and how am I going to get there realistically? Like what can I control? Like, you know, you can't control like for example, like you can't just say like, I wish I had like 1 million subscribers on YouTube, but you can control like how consistently you post, what you do every single day. So that's what will get you there. You might not get there like in a year, but you might get there in like 10 years. So that's how it is. Sorry, Ensa, I know you had a question, bro.
Yeah, I just wanted to say something to Orion. Someone actually DM'd me today on Discord, and he is in Origins, I think. No, not in Origins, but he is in our Turo server. And they just said to me, would you be interested in guaranteed clients for your SMMA or agency? So just go on Discord and DM everybody that's in SMMA.
Yeah, I look at my DMs. So like, you know what I mean? I think, yeah, where everyone hangs out, you know, if they hang out in a Facebook group chat, hang out on Discord, that's what you got to think.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Got you, bro. We got like 5 minutes left. You want to knock out like 1 or 2 questions or something like that? You want to share my screen? I got you. Like I'm an open book during this time. And like, I'm sorry the link didn't work, but we will. I think we're doing the same time next week. Yeah, and if you guys don't have any questions now, and you, for whatever you do, you want to ask me or you want me to help you out, just shoot me a message on Discord or DMs or whatever on Instagram. Like I'm pretty good. Like I said, like I value my time pretty well, so don't get hurt if I don't reply. But yeah, like whilst I'm eating or something like that, I got you, Brian. Just trying to help, man. I wish I had myself like 3 months ago. Testing carpets, cleaning right now. Yeah. Hey, congrats, Chase. 1K, baby. Oh, the other thing is like just mindset. Like I was making like 2K a month at my job, so I was like, fuck, if I get 2 clients, I could probably not quit my job, but I could probably like cut back. And so that's what I did. So like however much you're making at your job, that you start at 6 and you end at 2, you're like, you know what I mean, you're 1 step closer to cutting back.
Yeah, it was
What's up, Gray?
Fine.
Yeah, sorry, Chase.
That
What's
was
up?
for-
What just happened?
I think everyone
I'm
just
so
spoke at once.
confused.
Yeah. Let's say you
Yeah,
have a
it was-
question.
I just wanted to ask Chase if it was his first client.
What was that? Sorry.
If it was your first client, the 1K you closed.
It was my first client in this market. I've had 2 other clients in the past, both in different markets. I've just been trying to validate offers because I'm trying to go into like not super well-known markets, and then like validate the offers. So I've had a free client before, and then a client who's paying me $450. And then this one is 1K for the first month, and then 1,300 every month after that. And then that offer can change if I, stay in this market. But yeah, it's my third, my third client.
Awesome.
Let's
Perfect.
go.
Let's go.
Probably have time for one more question. If not, like, good luck if you guys come up with another question outside. Like I said, like I'm just here to help. So I mean, shoot me a voice message on Instagram, shoot me a DM on Discord. I'll get to you when I can. But other than that, man, much love. Hope you guys kill it. And nice meeting all you guys.
Thank you, Kenny.
Got you guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Peace.
See ya.